Saturday's HOTBEAT on November 27th, 2021. We have started with the song called 회전 목마, Merry-Go-Round by Sokodomo featuring Zion T and One Shoot Tyne. Hello to all of our HOTBEAT family. I'm HOTBEAT's DJ Hoan of Double Train for your one and only Hodi. Today is Saturday. Let's get started the fun weekend. Okay, so actually today I wanted to start our Saturday segment, or actually Saturday's HOTBEAT, with a little psychological test. It's been quite a while since we've not done those kind of tests here on HOTBEAT, but this is the question I have for you today. So, HOTBEAT listeners, I want you guys to choose together with me DJ Hodi, okay? Question is, what is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? Right, when you wake up, you're like, ugh, you're all, everyone, there's no one who wakes up graciously. Everyone knows that you wake up like, ugh. Okay, so you wake up. What's the first thing you do? Number one is I change, meaning like into new clothes, like I get changed. Number two is I turn on the computer or the TV. Number three is I look at the mirror. And number four is I drink water. So, actually, this psychological test helps us see how stubborn we are, or how well do we spend money. Like how well you open your wallets. It shows how well you do that. So let me first actually tell you the results. Number one, if you guys all chose number one, I change into new clothes, this is you. You are not stingy at all. Whenever you get money, you spend it right away. So you have to be careful with credit cards. Yeah, you're a good spender. Meaning like you change it to new clothes. Today, what am I going to wear today? There are those kind of people. Number two is I turn on the computer or the TV. So the people who chose number two is this one. Whenever you get the chance, you spend the money you have without a second thought. People like you actually for being a spendthrift, right? You buy them like, I don't know, food and like clothes, etc. So people who chose number two, you need to try to save money because you may regret it later. Yes, be careful with those spendings, okay? Number three is I look at the mirror. If you chose number three, you are quite stingy. However, when people expect you to spend money on something, you go all out, right? That's why they don't call you stingy. But whenever you treat them, you take credit for it. And number four, I drink water. If you chose number four, you are the stingiest person ever. Frugal is your middle name, but you are never frugal when it comes to spending money on your family. So I guess spending money on your family is okay, but for the rest of the people, not at all. I actually chose number three. I didn't tell you my choice before because I wanted to see what the results were before. But I actually look at the mirror because I tend to see how bloated I am for the day. But I guess this is quite actually very, very fact for me. I do consider myself a little bit stingy. I try to actually spend my money very, I guess, effectively is what I want to say. And it's true. If I focus on something and I'd be like, yep, I have to buy this, and I just buy it. Like I put all the money into that. So anything that interests me tends to be the place where I spend a lot of money. So people actually don't call me stingy, and they don't consider myself being like very like stingy, but I do take credit for it. For example, if I buy food for them, I'd be like, yep, that was me, Yeah, I tend to do that. Anyways, we'll now listen to two songs and I'll be back with our Saturday Saving My Hidden Tracks. Hope you guys enjoy that psychological test. We have two songs to listen to. They are Ride With You by Monster X and Easy by 우주소녀. The world is wide and there's so many songs to listen, so many albums and so many B-side tracks. Time to discover some hidden gems that are overshadowed by the title track. My Hidden Track. it is time for our Saturday segment, My Hidden Track. This is a segment where we explore some great B-side tracks. Unless you are a hardcore fan of a particular singer or group, you rarely listen to all of the B-side tracks in an album, of course. Also, it's mostly the title tracks that top the charts. But the real hidden gems are always found on the B-side. So in this segment, we listen to some of the B-tracks or B-side tracks that only you knew, Happy Fam, and that are so good that you want to share with others as well. This segment will be filled with songs that you, the listeners, recommend. So you can recommend us a B-side track from a favorite singer or a really good song that you accidentally listened to and was so good that you wanted to everyone to know. So please send them in through your messages, your suggestions, of course. Then we will listen to both the B-side track that you recommended as well as a title track of that album. So you can send in your messages through Hoppy's website, Send Message Board on Arirang Radio website, or you can just direct message our Instagram ID is Hoppy0409. Don't forget to write My Hidden Tracks in front of your story so we know it is for this segment. Okay? Let's begin our Saturday segment, My Hidden Track. We have one message. It is Meryem from Turkey. Meryem says, "Hello, this is my first message for My Hidden Tracks. Hello, welcome. My hidden track is Wonho, Losing You." Oh, okay. This song is about what it feels like to lose someone you love and doing your best to not lose someone you love. While listening to this song, I think of a very close friend of mine, and that's why I feel intense emotions while listening to it. I recommend you to listen to this song, says Meryem from Turkey. All right, Meryem, thank you very much for the recommendation. So, let's talk about Wonho first. So, after leaving Monsta X, Wonho released his first solo mini album called Part 1, Love Synonym Number 1, Right For Me in 2020, last year. The album has been titled Love Synonym to mean that it signals a new start that is different from his previous music style and performances. That's why it's like a synonym, Love Synonym. I think that's a quite interesting title to use for his album, right? Anyways, Wonho expressed his sincerity by composing and writing the lyrics to a total of 5 songs in total, including the title track called Open Mind and the pre-release song called Losing You. Okay, so Losing You actually is a pop R&B song with a harmony of a sweet piano melody and Wonho's clean vocals. And it is a love song as well as a message for his fans. I think his first album, just like all together, was like an album for his fans, especially because I think he was trying to really show his love and appreciation for the support that his fans have given him as he left the group and all that stuff. So yeah, we are going to be listening to these 2 songs. Thank you so much for the recommendation, Meryem. I really do like how Wonho performs up on stages. The 2 songs are going to be Open Mind, which was the title track of his album. And the second song will be a recommendation that Meryem did for us. It's called Losing You. We're going to listen to the Korean version, okay? So let's give them a listen. This is Hwan, Hoppy's DJ, and you're listening to My Hidden Track. We just listened to 2 Wonho songs. Very, very awesome songs, Open Mind and Losing You. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you again very much for Meryem for those 2 recommendations. Okay, so you guys are listening to our Saturday segment where we listen to some very good B-side tracks that not many people know about. So we're now going to check out the next message we have for today's My Hidden Track. Okay. We have Raul from Argentina saying, "Hola, hola, Juancito. Hello, Raul. This time I bring you the song called Bewitched by the group Pixy. The second mini album by the group, it was released on October 7th, 2021 with Addicted and the mention Bewitched serving as the album's double title tracks." Oh, double title tracks. Okay, so That's the fun facts. Not proper title track, but yeah, Addicted was promoted first. Happy Weekend. Oh, I see. So I think Raul was trying to explain how these two songs were like weird title tracks, but not title tracks. You know, promotions, maybe not promotions. I see. Okay, so let's talk about Pixy first of all. Pixy is a 6-member girl group that debuted in February this year. And last month, they released their third mini album called Fairy Forest Temptation. So, Pixie's concept, the word itself, Pixie, just, tells you what kind of like concept they are. But anyways, they are 6 fairies born without wings. In their universe, the members are divided into the good and the evil, and they seduce each other, constantly crossing the boundary between the good and the evil. Okay. I see. So the first title song, their debut song, if I'm correct, it's called 중독 Addicted. It was a hip-hop song with a trap beat. And it sings of Pixie's emotion as they gradually get addicted to a witch. Right. And their second title song, no. So the first title song, meaning for this album that was released last month, the song called 중독 Addicted. And the second title song, because we had a double title track here, it was called Bewitched, the recommendation that Raul was talking about. It is a modern pop R&B song that shows Pixie's unique voice color and trendiness. I see why Raul was trying to give us that recommendation for us, but yeah. I actually saw Pixie's stages performed live, and I was quite surprised because we've not had that kind of concept until now on the K-pop scene. Fairies, pixies. Pixies is a little bit different because fairies tend to be very, I'm a fairy. But pixie is more like I'm a pixie, kind of a little bit badass, what I'm talking about. So, I think the concept itself was quite nice, and I could see why they decided to do it that way. And so I really wanted to applaud for how they try to make those performances, because I thought to myself, this must not have been easy for them to actually perform. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed these 2 songs. Thank you so much for the recommendation, Raul. Let's first listen to 중독, which is the first title track, and then we'll listen to Bewitched, the second title track recommended by Raul from Argentina. This is Hoon HOTBEAT's DJ, and you're listening to our Saturday segment, My Hidden Tracks, where we discover great B-side tracks that are not very well known. We just listened to 2 Pixie songs. Hope you guys enjoy them. I really, really did. It was 중독 Addicted and Bewitched. Okay. We're now moving on to our next and last message from our listeners for this segment. It is Tassin from Bangladesh. Tassin says, "Hi, hello. Kingdom made a comeback last month with a song called Black Crown from their History of Kingdom Part 3 Ivan album, where the main character is their member, Ivan himself." Ooh, right. The boy group Kingdom. That's what we're talking about. Sorry about that. The B-side track from this album that I want to request, as Tassin, is We Are. I want to request this song because I was surprised that Dan can sing some really high-pitched lyrics. Interesting. All right. So let's first talk about a little bit about Kingdom. History of Kingdom Part 3 Ivan is the third mini album of Kingdom, which was released in October this year, so last month. Just as their team's name, which means 7 kings from 7 kingdoms, that's where they're called, Kingdom. The album shows majestic music and powerful performances that are unique to Kingdom themselves. History of Kingdom Part 3 Ivan encapsulates the universe of Ivan, a kingdom member who is the protagonist of the Snow Kingdom. Okay, so if I, explain this correctly, I think the boy group, Kingdom, are going to be releasing their albums according to their members. So for each kingdom and for each concept of the kingdom. So for Ivan here, it feels like I'm talking to Ivan, our guest, but no. We talk about the member of the boy group Kingdom. One of the members is called Ivan. He is the Snow Kingdom, apparently. And I guess through that concept, they're able to show their performances, whatever they want to show through that kind of Snow Kingdom concept. maybe kind of like I don't know exactly how to explain this, but you know how like in like medieval eras you can see like the Vikings and the people who are like fighting, and it's like snowing and they fight in the snow. Yeah, quite I guess very intense at the same time. If you think about the soldiers back then, yeah, kind of reminds me of well, yeah, kind of reminds me of the Lord of the Rings, the movie. And you know how like in wintertime there's this scene where they like fight and it's just like, yeah, very very complicated, but at the same time very intense. I think that's the best word to explain this whole concept, in my opinion. Intense, I guess. So I guess we'll be able to see the Seven Kingdoms coming out as albums, right? I think that's what they're gonna do. But anyways, okay. So Tasin was trying to explain to us that she wanted to give us the recommendation called We Are. So we'll first listen to the title track, I think, for that album. It's called Black Crown. And then we'll listen to the song called We Are, recommended by Tasin from Bangladesh. We just listened to Black Crown and We Are by Kingdom. I thought so. Just exactly as you heard the title track called Black Crown, you can feel the intense kind of concept, right? Yeah. Anyways, how did you like today's segment, My Hidden Tracks? Just like what you heard today, you can send us recommendations for some great hidden B-side tracks of your favorite singer, Hoppy fam. You can send in your messages through Hoppy's website, SEM message board on Arirang Radio website, or you can just direct message our Instagram. ID is Hoppy0409. Don't forget to write My Hidden Tracks in front of your stories. I'll be looking forward to getting lots of messages from all of our Hoppy fam. Well, now listen to two songs. They're called Not Pam, Day and Night by Lee Young-ji featuring Park Jae-bum and 너에게, To You by Din featuring Jung Se-un. Time for us to wrap up part one. Let's move on to part two now. Hoppy fam, please stay tuned. The last song we have for part one, it's called Last Song by Wonho and Wonus.
Every step we're grooving, follow my beat, I'm with you. Heartbeat, heartbeat.
Welcome to the second hour of Heartbeat. I'm Heartbeat's DJ Hoon of W24, your one and only Hodi. Let's move on to part two. We have our 3 daily segments. It is Sup, the TMI quiz, Who Knows, and also That's the Reason. So guys, stay tuned. 2 songs right now. They are called Knock by Kodukunstu featuring Baekyerin and Kitty by Kid Millie and Dress featuring Miyeon from 여자 아이돌 G-idol.